I know you've all heard the phrase, nice guys finish last. But have you ever asked yourself why that is? Nobody wants to be a jerk. We all want to be liked. Then how can we become the bad boy that all women want without becoming a jerk? In this video, I'm going over the psychology behind why being a nice guy is the biggest mistake you can do for your dating life, and what you can do instead of being nice in order to attract the women of your dream. Alright, so first, in order to understand what is a nice guy, let's take a look at Clarence. Clarence likes to think of himself as a good person. He's always smiling and trying to make friends. But no matter how nice he is with girls, he's never seen as the hot guy. On the surface, he seems to be happy to have a lot of friends, but deep inside, he's very sad because he seems to never be able to get a girlfriend. There's nothing wrong with how Clarence treats people. In fact, most people really like him. Then why don't the girls date him? To understand this, we need to dive into how Jessica thinks. Jessica just turned 21, and she gets a lot of attention everywhere she goes. Because she is beautiful, guys are competing for her attention. And that's the reason why she doesn't trust guys who are just nice to her for no reason. She feels like they all want something out of her. So instead of being nice to her, what can Clarence do to be more attractive? Well, for one, because Jessica feels like most guys are not honest with their intentions, she really prefers it when men are direct. She might or she might not find them attractive, but at least she can respect the fact that they can come up to her and have the courage to strike up a conversation and be direct. Because of the amount of attention that Jessica gets on the daily, she is very aware of which guy is checking her out or not. So when she sees a guy walking up to her and then striking a conversation and showing his intentions, she can respect the fact that he is courageous, because she knows that it is difficult for most guys to walk up to her and talk to her. Let's say that instead of trying to be nice to Jessica and trying to get her to like him back, Clarence decides to be honest and tells her how he feels about her. He tells her that he finds her beautiful and he would love to take her on a date. Unfortunately, Jessica declines. But just because of how straightforward and courageous Clarence was, she appreciates and respects him for that. Clarence felt great about overcoming his fear of rejection, so he starts becoming more confident. From that day onward, Clarence was able to ask more girls out, and eventually, he got a girlfriend. In this story with Clarence and Jessica, can you see how being too nice can be unattractive to girls? Let's break it down. Clarence wants to have friends, so he is nice and friendly. Clarence thinks that if he is nice enough with the girls, then they will eventually see how nice he is and then see the value in him and then like him back. By thinking this way, Clarence doesn't get a girlfriend and he is very lonely. On the other hand, Jessica is young and pretty and all the guys want her. She feels like most guys are nice with her because they want to get with her. She doesn't trust nice guys, so she looks for the guys who are honest with their intentions. She doesn't like all the guys that do ask her out, but she does have respect for all the men that do. She appreciates their honesty. Being a nice guy can be great for making friends, but when it comes to dating, it can be the biggest turnoff for women. Women want to feel feminine around you, and the only way to make them feel feminine is for you to be more masculine. And in order for you to be masculine, you need to have a pair of balls, which means that you are courageous, and you need to have a spine, which means that you are able to stand up for yourself. Being too nice can be seen as a sign of weakness, even though it doesn't necessarily mean that. And women cannot feel feminine in the presence of a weak man. Women want to feel safe and protected, and the best way for a man to make her feel that way is to show strength of character. A strong man is kind and loving, but he is not nice. He goes after what he wants, and he risks being rejected. Understanding Jessica's reality and how she thinks is very important. But what is more important is understanding what masculinity is in order for you to become a more masculine man, a more attractive man. So here is my video on 3 masculine traits you didn't know were masculine. As always, stay focused, stay real.